Even Nick Saban stated it that they had him on a pitch count, theoretically meaning he was practicing. That is complete bogus and complete horse crap. And you want to know what I really think it is? Tennessee fans are scared of Bryce Young because they know deep down if he plays, they're not going to feel good about this game. There's not a Tennessee fan in the world that wouldn't crap their pants if Bryce Young walks onto that field Saturday. Oh man, I got some breaking news. Well, I wouldn't call this breaking news, my bad. Let me go back on that statement. I would call this more so developing news, but it is bad news for one team. Wait a minute, Matt, come on. What are you talking about? It's not developing news, it's a developing story. Okay, you get what I'm trying to say. We're not beating around the bush, doing an intro, none of that. It's simple. If you like the content, consider joining our awesome football community. I know why you're here. You know why you're here. It's for Bryce Young. He's the talk of the town, rightfully so. You can't turn on your TV or talk to anybody about this Alabama-Tennessee matchup without the question being brought up, is Bryce Young going to play? And what makes this question so intriguing, it seems like everybody has a different opinion about it. I've never seen anything like it. You got some people saying he's fine, he should have played in the A&M game, and you got other analysts saying, oh, he may be out for the year. Like I said, we're jumping straight into this. I already did my preview on the game. If you didn't see that video and you want to see my prediction, go watch yesterday's video. We're here to talk about good old Brycey Bryce. Here is something extremely fascinating that not too many people have noticed or even talked about. The line for this Alabama-Tennessee game, the entire week, the past 4 or 5 days, has been Alabama by 7 points. If you don't know what the line means, it means how much they think a team's going to win by. I know 95% of you are going to know what that means, but some people may be confused on that, so I did want to explain it. The point is, Alabama the entire week has been a 7-point favorite. It's rarely moved. And if it has moved, it's gone up 0.5 to 7.5 or down to 6.5. But out of nowhere today, randomly, the line for this game jumped up from 7 to 9. Randomly, just out of nowhere. And that is a major deal. If it goes up 0.5 or even 1 point, not too big of a deal. But in a top 6 matchup to go up 2 points, yeah, that is something. Let me put it this way. You don't see it every day in a top 6 matchup where the line changes 2 points the day before the game. Normally, I would say 99% of the time, the reason for that is if an injury gets leaked out there or something else happens within the team. For example, if a key player gets suspended before the game, yeah, then the line may change. Oh, I think you know exactly where I'm about to go with this. If you keep up with Vegas odds and all this stuff like that, there's this unwritten conspiracy theory where people believe that Vegas knows something that your normal fans and viewers don't know. I gotta be 100% transparent with all of you. I don't buy into all that crap as much as others. Some people believe in it, that's okay, I get it, and some people don't. Here's all I'm gonna say about that. You can do what you want with that information. I am actually curious. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section as well. I do want to make this clear. Do I believe since Alabama jumped up from a 7-point favorite to a 9-point favorite in one day, that automatically means Bryce Young is going to play? No. And I think anybody that tries to tell you that, they're out of their mind. But here's what I do believe, and here's what I'll tell you guys. I think it's interesting. Come on, man. Just think about it. Have common sense. If Jalen Milroe is going to be the starting quarterback for Alabama, why would the line go up 2 points? Moving along to this developing story with Mr. Bryce Young and the newest of new updates. Word on the street is he's going to start. Whoa. Hold on. I know what all of you are sitting there saying, and I'm right there with you. Yo, Matt, what do you mean he's going to start? How do you know that? You can't just say that. And of course, calm down. You know I got facts and evidence to back up my claims. I'll offer all of you a little insight on how the past 48 hours have gone for me. I've probably spent more time sending out text messages and making calls about this Bryce Young injury debate than actually doing analysis and doing research for this game. Here's what I know about the situation. I already know you're going to have those people run into the comments right now. Well, why should I believe you, Matt? How do you know what you're talking about? And well, last week on Friday, I was the one who broke the news that Bryce Young was not going to play against Texas A&M, which was exactly 7 days ago. So yeah, the only thing I can tell all of you is I have a plenty full of sources in Tuscaloosa, Alabama around that Bama football team. What we know right now is that Bryce Young is listed as quote-unquote day-to-day, and this isn't some mind games from Nick Saban. This is actually true. What I need everybody out there to understand is this is not your typical normal injury. This isn't like you tear your ACL, for example, and you're automatically out for 6 to 8 months. We know the time frame. With this injury for Bryce Young, there's not an exact time frame. He could have been back in 3 days or 3 months. If you don't listen to a single other thing I say in this video, please listen to this part. This is a pain problem. This is why it's listed as day to day, because one day Bryce Young could wake up like on a Wednesday and be like, hey, I feel great. go to bed the next day, wakes up on Thursday, and he can feel terrible. This is one of those injuries where if he can tolerate it and play through it, okay, let's go. But if it's too painful, then he's not going to go. Here's what Nick Saban said last night, which was Thursday night on a radio show, and it backs those statements up I just said even more. It comes down to, does he feel and do we feel that he can throw the ball effectively enough? And he's not going to hurt himself by doing it. I just don't know how much it will hurt him if he does it. He's done it on a limited basis, so that's the question. Saban also stated that Bryce Young said he thinks he can play. We also stated in a video a couple of days ago that Bryce Young in these practices during this week, he was on a pitch count. If you don't know what that means, I don't know why you wouldn't, but I'll dumb it down even more. For example, on Monday, he throws 25 passes. Then on Tuesday, he throws 35, Wednesday 50, and so on. It was also being reported throughout this week he was throwing more passes and he was getting more comfortable, which you don't gotta be a rocket scientist to figure out. It's one of those injuries where every single day he's gonna get a little bit better. But, and I have a big but, that is the question. Just how much better is he actually getting? Are we talking about he's maybe at 45 or 50%, or is he closer to 80%? That is the one thing that I personally don't know. If I had to make an educated guess, I would say at this given moment, he's around 65, 75%. Because I think if he was at 80, 85%, they'd have let him play, no doubt about it. And hey, I don't know, maybe he is at 80, 85%. Maybe he's at 90%. So here's essentially what this is going to come down to. If Bryce Young wakes up tomorrow morning, which is Saturday, he feels good, doesn't hurt him, he throws some passes in the warm-ups, feels good, doesn't hurt him, he's going to start. According to everything I've seen and heard, he's felt pretty good all week. There hasn't been a setback day. Whoa. Hold on. I know what some of you are saying. Well, Matt, what if he wakes up tomorrow and he doesn't feel good? Does that mean he's not going to play? Well, you got to understand something. Bryce Young is an athlete. He's going to have that adrenaline running. If you ever play competitive sports in a big-time game, you know what I'm talking about. Even if you're in pain or you're slightly hurting, once that adrenaline kicks in, you're not going to feel it. Also, to go along with that, I know some of you know this, Alabama, that entire medical staff, they're going to shoot up his arm. There's nothing illegal about this, so don't worry. This happens in the NFL and college every single Saturday. To sum this up and put it into an even better perspective, if I had to give you a number, I'd say there's about 90% chance he plays. The only downside is that 10% is if he doesn't wake up and feel good tomorrow. I do also want to address this though, because apparently you got Tennessee reporters out here trying to claim that they don't think Bryce Young's going to play, and he hasn't even been practicing this week. A Tennessee reporter stated, "I've talked to a bunch of people this week and I don't see Bryce Young playing. Maybe my people will be wrong, but he hasn't practiced all week, and if he isn't playing, then this takes on a different vibe." You may be right on he didn't play, but I can't emphasize this enough. You are 100% wrong on the fact trying to claim that he hasn't practiced. Even Nick Saban stated it that they had him on a pitch count, theoretically meaning he was practicing. That is complete bogus and complete horse crap. And you want to know what I really think it is? Tennessee fans are scared of Bryce Young because they know deep down if he plays, they're not going to feel good about this game. The only reason they feel good about this game is because there's a question mark if Bryce plays or not. There's not a Tennessee fan in the world that wouldn't crap their pants if Bryce Young walks onto that field Saturday. Oh yeah, also want to throw this in there, might as well. Tennessee's captain on defense, one of their starting defensive backs, it still hasn't been said if he's going to play or not. I do think it's worth mentioning, but it also doesn't matter. Even with him playing, Tennessee's pass defense ranks 128th in the country, so it's not a detrimental loss. I'm really confident that Bryce Young's going to play because he's been feeling good all week, and if he's feeling good, he's going to play. It's as simple as that. I can't dumb it down anymore. I'm very curious. Let me know your thoughts down below. But